All right, we have Marshfield, Holden, and Larsh up front. McLean and Peugeot on the back end to start. Marshfield wins it back to Peugeot. Peugeot over to McLean. McLean sends it around to Holden. Peugeot behind the goal sends it up to Larsh, just out of reach. Shot on goal there. Everyone's going to freeze that for a whistle. Almost snuck under the pad there. Marshfield on the draw. Larsh picks up the loose puck. Holden behind the goal, sends it out front, just out of reach. Peugeot in the corner, sends it around to Larsh. They're having a little trouble breaking out. Peugeot up to Larsh. Larsh picks that out of midair, sends it front. Oh, good save by the goalie on Marshfield. And we got an icing. Judd, Noble, Young up front. Wierzbicki and Markowicz on the back end. Noble on the draw. Wierzbicki up to Noble. Champlain sends that down. And we got an icing. Noble on the draw, and both centers are getting tossed. Young's going to take the draw. Oh. Young, yeah. Young will take the draw for SCC. And the ref's giving everybody heck for not being outside the circle. Young. That shot was blocked by Markowicz's stick, blew up. Good defensive play to block that. Young sends that down. Good play by Markowicz. Without a stick there, he blocked that pass across. Gochi, Billard, and Gilbert up front. Billard on the draw. That was a face loss. Gochi sends it up to Gilbert. Gilbert. That go off the post. I think. Or maybe went off the goalie. Off the goalie. That shot by Burns went off the goalie and out of play. He must hit the pad on Gauchi's shot because there was no sound. It must have went off the pad. Great play by Gilbert to get it over to Gauch. Gauchi on the draw. Gilbert picks up the loose puck. Shot on goal by Gilbert. And Billard's shot went over the goal. Gauchi wins it to Burns. Burns' shot was blocked. Oh no, and into the goalie. Gauchi on the draw. Wins it back to Burns. Burns shot on goal. Goalie deflects it into the corner. Burns out at center, sends it to Gauchi. No offside there. We're getting a penalty. Gilbert in the box for interference. 2-minute power play for Champlain. We got Marshfield and Larsh up front. Larsh sends that up. Peugeot sends that down. There we go, interception by Marshfield. And he scores. Shorty for Alex Marshfield, unassisted. Peugeot and McLean are out there as well, along with Larsh. Short-handed goal by Marshfield. They set up the penalty kill perfectly there. One nothing St. Charles. Peugeot intercepted that, but couldn't get a handle on it. Marshfield lays the body, perfect hit. McLean tries to feed Larsh. That ends up being a shot on goal. Good stick by Larsh. He sends it in deep. McLean sends it around and out of the zone. Judd on the chase. Comes up with it. Pins it on the boards, killing some time. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Shot was blocked. Markowicz sent that down the ice. No ice. We're even now. Judd sends it down low to Noble. Noble tried to feed that on front. The goalie got a paddle on it. Here's Vicky back. Reverses. Young up to Noble. Offside. Ten minutes left in the first period. Noble. Judd has it. Burns keeps it in. Judd picks up the loose puck. Noble stops it behind the goal. Judd with a shot on goal. Right in the goalie's glove. Goalie didn't even move. Threw it right in the glove. Gauchi, Billard, and Gilbert up front. Back to Burns. Burns over to Daniel. Burns with a good stick. Gilbert along the wall. Makes a move. 2 moves. It's a shot. Goalie gets the pad down. Daniel. Good patience there on the offside. Burns. Up to Gauchi. And Rowan's going to freeze that. Ended up being on goal. Going to freeze it, get a stoppage and a change. Actually, no change, just the D changed. Gauchi on the draw. Gilbert picked up the loose puck. Burns at the line. Comes away with it. Up to Billard. Burns. Billard. Offside. Marshfield. Holden. Marshfield comes away with it. Oh, Holden just fired that wide of the goal. Great shot there. Peugeot in the corner. McLean grabs it outside the line. Gonna regroup. Holden. McLean feeds Marshfield. Marshfield to Holden. Holden with a shot on goal. That hits the right pad of the goalie. Shot by Peugeot. And there we go. Who put that away? Max O'Kane with the goal. I believe that was from Peugeot. Peugeot and McLean on the back end. O'Kane, Holden, and Marshfield up front for that goal. Even strength. This line has both goals so far. 2-0 St. Charles, 7:38 left in the first. Marshfield on the draw. O'Kane sends it low to Marshfield. O'Kane throws it behind the goal. O'Kane with it. Cycles it down low to Marshfield. Peugeot dumps that in the corner. O'Kane to Marshfield. Holden's going in. And Champlain clears that. And we got an ice. Noble, Judd, and Young up front. Crossley and Burns on the back end. And we got a goal. Daniel from Judd and Noble, I believe. Markowicz is out there as well on the back end. Or Young got that. Young got a stick on that. Must be Young from Daniel and Judd. Face off loss for Noble. Markowicz chasing that down. Oh, bad pass. Good save by Rowan. Took out the left pad. Noble sent it across to Young, just out of reach. Champlain comes the other way. Good hit by Judd. And Rowan's gonna freeze that. We have McCann in goal this evening. Good hit by Judd. Noble on the draw. Burns sends it up to Noble. Crossway to Judd. Oh, Judd tried to feed Noble, just out of reach. 2-on-1 back the other way, potentially offside. Noble on the draw. Wins it back to Burns. Burns sends it over to Daniel. Daniel up to Young. Young in the corner. Judd brings it over the line, avoids a hit. Daniel in the corner, sends it back to Noble. Noble keeps that in, makes the move at the line, dumps it down low to Daniel. Daniel cycles down low to Young. Young throws it out front. Oh, Noble couldn't get a stick on it. Judd makes a move. Burns. Young. Young drops it for Noble. Noble. Oh. That shot by Carson went off the side of the goal. Carson. And scores. Great goal by Carson there, top left corner. McLean and Peugeot out there along with Billard and Gilbert. Even strength goal. For 4-0 St. Charles. Gauchi on the draw. Gains the line. Billard. McLean, that's over to Peugeot. Peugeot is going to skate with it. Dumps it in the corner. Retrieves it. Sends it over to Billard. Keeps that in. Gilbert's going to hunt that down. Peugeot pinches, and it comes out inside the zone. Gilbert fans on the pass. Billard lays a hit. And just out of reach, that'll be an icing call against St. Charles. Marshfield on the draw. Shot was blocked. Marshfield. Shot was wide of the goal. Oh, just under O'Kane's stick. Lurch Sends it down low to O'Kane. O'Kane back to Lurch. Lurch sends it to the point. Markowicz sends it down low to Marsh. Oh, that's and Marshfield's shot was blocked in the slot. Wiersbicky pinches. Markowicz over to Marshfield, to Wiersbicky. Markowicz, skate with it. Send it to Wiersbicky. O'Kane dumps that in. He's on the chase. O'Kane to Marsh. I can't see. Marshfield shot on goal. Daniel's going to go for a skate here. He's all alone. Shot was just wide of the goal. Judd. Tries to bounce it off the boards to himself. No luck. Burns fans on the pass. Daniel. Young picks up the puck at center. Tip. Oh, Noble's shot went off the pads and into the corner. It's a nice play. Three-way passing. Played Judd with it in the corner. And Judd's going to score. I believe that was from Patrick. It's 5-0 St. Charles. Young, Judd, and Noble up front. Burns and Crossweight on the back end for that goal. One minute, 16 seconds left in the first. Face-off win to Crossweight. Patrick in there along the wall. Sends it low to Noble. Noble to Judd. Judd makes two moves. Oh, and Noble just sent that wide. Beautiful play. Burns to Noble. Noble's going to dump that in. No ice. Crossway keeps that in. No, comes out outside the line. Delayed offside. Noble. Crossway. Shot was deflected wide of the goal. Gochi sends it over to Noble. Noble gets his pass deflected. Daniel picks up the loose puck here. Tries to feed Billard, just out of reach. Daniel. And that's the end of the period. 5-0 St. Charles. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Second period, Gauchi on the draw. Wins it back to Peugeot. Peugeot up to Gilbert. Gilbert sends that in. Billard. McLean over to Peugeot. That pass gets intercepted by Champlain. Gauchi. McLean. Peugeot up. And that gets stopped by Champlain. That shot was wide of the goal. That shot was blocked by Champlain. It shouldn't be no ice there. That's ended up on goal. The stoppage. Marshfield's line is out. Markowicz and Wierzbicki on the back end. We've got an all-rookie group. Holden sends that back to Wierzbicki, just out of reach. Markowicz. Marshfield, offside. Marshfield wins it back to Markowicz. Markowicz over to Wierzbicki. Wierzbicki sends that in. Lurch leaves it for Wierzbicki. Wierzbicki back to Lurch. Lurch to Marshfield. Lurch stuffs that into the right pad of the goalie, and it comes back the other way. That shot was blocked. Wierzbicki. Shot on goal by, 2 shots on goal by Champlain. Another puck ended up on net. Let's go, boys. Lurch in the corner. Comes up with it. Tries to send it across the Holden. And Champlain's going to clear the zone. Wierzbicki sends it to Markowicz. Judd pauses at the line, looking for an option. The goalie poked that out of harm's way. Judd to Max O'Kane. Judd with it again. Shot on goal, in and out of the goalie's glove by Judd. Wierzbicki. Markowicz. That hit Noble in the side. He's got a chance here. And a goal by Max O'Kane from Noble. Max O'Kane from Noble. Judd was on the ice along with Wierzbicki and Markowicz. Six nothing now. I believe it's straight time. Straight time now for the rest of the game, unless Champlain scores a goal here. Keeps it within 6. 6-goal differential clock usually runs. I think maybe it might be after the second period. I'll find out. That was Noble. Burns intercepts that, sends that up to Judd. Burns delayed offside. He's got time. Sends it up to Judd. Judd down low to Noble. Noble to O'Kane. O'Kane, Judd. Burns back to Judd. Judd to Daniel. Daniel shot and scores. Daniel from Judd and Burns. 7-0 for the Cards. And it's straight time. Yeah, it's straight time right now. 11 minutes left in the second. Noble to Judd. Judd coming in. Tried to go 5 holds. Goalie gets a stick down. Noble gets a shot on goal. Judd scores. Judd from Noble. O'Kane was out there as well with Burns and Crossway. 7-0. Eight nothing. I can't keep track now. Gauchi sends that in. Gilbert on the chase. Peugeot to Gilbert. Gilbert back to Peugeot. Peugeot to Gauchi. Billard steps in and scores. Billard, a nice snipe, top corner. This could get ugly. Gauchi on the draw. McLean. Gauchi. Gilbert shot the rebound wide. Oh, nice stop by the goalie on Gilbert. Gilbert can't buy a goal right now. Billard. Gilbert to Gauchi. Gauchi fires that wide. Lots of pressure by this line here. McLean sends that down low. Gauchi makes a move. Tries to feed the point. Peugeot retrieve. Sends it to McLean. Gilbert. Gauchi makes a move. It's knocked off the puck in the corner. A little bit of a hook there by the Champlain player. Holden sends it over to McLean. McLean feeds Gauchi. Gauchi tips that in. He's going on a change. Holden comes away with it. Oh, he tried to feed Lurch. Just out of reach. Marshfield sends it low to Lurch. Lurch to Marshfield. Hits the goalie in the chest. Markowicz shot went wide. Lurch sends it low to Holden. Holden beat him. Holden's shot went wide of the goal. And Holden's getting a penalty, hitting from behind. I believe it's a boarding call on Holden. I don't know what he's getting here. 2 or 5? Looks like it's 2 minutes. Or no, it's not. Oh yeah, it's 3 minutes. Yeah, because it's straight time. It's a 3-minute penalty. Got 7 minutes left in the second. Lurch comes away with it. He's got Marshfield with him. 2-on-1. And it's a goal. Nice play. Nice shorty by Marshfield from Lurch. Wiersbicky and Markowicz were on the back end. Noble and Young up front. Wiersbicky and Markowicz on the back end. And Champlain scores, thrown off the chest, and the rebound and was left open in front. Goal for Champlain. Power play goal. Noble on the draw. Young. Burns. Burns gets stripped of the puck here. Shot was wide of the goal by Champlain. Judd makes a move inside out and shoots it wide of the goal. Great chance there. Burns. Nice pass. Judd dumps it off for Young. Shot on goal by Judd, in and out of the goalie's glove. Judd with it here. Makes a move. Head up. Liam. To Crossway. That shot was tipped wide by Young. Young with it here. Dishes over to Crossway. And we have a 2-on-1 the other way. Crossway. To Gilbert. Nice move. Oh. Shot on goal by Champlain. Rowan blockers that into the corner. Shot on goal. Rowan leaves that for Peugeot. Peugeot steers that wide. Shot on goal. Rowan blockers that into the corner. Playing a little loose here. Crossway. Not a great pass. Rowan's gonna glove that. I think it's 9-1 St. Charles. 9 or 10-1. 3:30 left in the second period. Gauchi on the draw. Wins that back to Peugeot. Peugeot looks for an option. Up to Billard. Billard drops it off the wall for Gauchi. Gauchi over to Peugeot. Peugeot's going to gain the line. Throws it in deep. And that went out of play. Gauchi on the draw. Wins it to Billard. Champlain comes back the other way. Shot on goal. Rowan blockers that into the corner. Billard. Oh, no offside there. I thought it should have been offside, but I'm at a bad angle. McLean picks up the puck. Let's go, guys. We're being sloppy in our zone here. And he hits the ref with it. Ref's not too happy about that. Shot on goal. Rowan sweeps it over to McLean. McLean drops it behind the goal for Peugeot. Peugeot up to Billard. Billard off the wall to Gilbert. Gauchi. Gauchi, some speed here. Billard throws the puck on goal. Peugeot's going to keep that in. Sends it down low. Gilbert with a shot on goal. Peugeot. Peugeot still with it. Good effort. This is the handle. Lurch makes a nice move. Peugeot sends it to the point. McLean shot was wide of the goal. Lurch with it. Fan on his first shot, sends it low to Max. Max threw that wide of the goal. Holden out there as well. McLean sends it down low. Holden. Rowan steers that into the corner. Noble and offside. And that'll be the end of the period. End of the second. I think it's 10-1 St. Charles. We'll see you for the third. There's going to be a flood now. All right, so we got 15 minutes on the clock. It's straight time. Third period. SCC leading 10-1. Noble's line up front. Wins it back to Markowicz. Judd tries to send it in front to Young. Champlain player gets a stick on it. Wiersbicki to Young to Noble. And a goal by Judd. Judd from Noble and Young. Wiersbicki and Markowicz on the back end. 11-1. Noble in the draw. Noble keeps that puck in along the wall. Still keeps it in with his skate. Judd to Noble. Noble hits the pad. Young, goalie makes a great save there. Under the arm, freezes it on Young. Young had a great chance. Couldn't bury it. Noble. Champlain clears that down. No icing. Should have been an ice. I think the refs just want to get this game over with. Judd buries it. Goal for Judd, even strength. I believe that was from both D. Wiersbicki and Markowicz. Gauchi on the draw. Billard. Billard sends it in deep. That went off Gilbert, and goalie's going to freeze that loose puck. Gauchi on the draw. Champlain clears. Daniel at the line. At center. Gilbert. Gilbert sends it low to Burns. Burns to Gilbert. Gilbert up to Gauchi. Gauchi tips that to center. Hey there. Gilbert makes a move at the line, sends it to Gauchi. Gauchi's shot was wide. Daniel tries to keep that in, no luck. Rowan lays it up for Burns. Burns to Billard. Billard up to Gauchi. Gauchi makes a move. Wheels in the corner. Still has it. Crossway. Crossway, Gauchi. Gauchi fanned on it. Burns is going to pinch, keep that in. Gauchi fans on the pass. Burns to Daniel. Daniel makes a move at center, gains the line. Takes a shot, sends it to the point. Holden's shot was wide. McLean tried to keep that in. Offside. Champlain was offside. Marshfield, Lurch, Holden up front, Peugeot and McLean on the back end. Marshfield wins it back to McLean. McLean over to Peugeot. Peugeot up to Holden. Offside. Oh, it's not offside. Holden. Good work in there in the corner. Holden feeds Lurch to Marshfield. Goalie pokes that into the corner. Holden comes up with it. Makes a move in front. Gets his shot blocked. Lurch tries a wraparound. Oh, Holden put it off the post. Tried to go blocker's side there. Marshfield rubs out his man, gains the puck. Up to Lurch. Lurch sends it across to Holden. Just enough steam on it. Poke check. Holden sends it to Lurch. Lurch chases that down to negate the icing. McLean along the wall, working with Marshfield. They lose possession. Peugeot. Judd's going to gain the line here. O'Kane, sorry. O'Kane out with Noble and Judd. Peugeot loses the handle on it. Markowicz. Judd. Noble. Tried to feed Markowicz. Judd. Shot was wide. Judd tried to keep that in. Wiersbicky steps up. O'Kane picks up the loose puck at center. Feeds Judd. Oh, just off the toe. Noble throws that shot wide of the goal. Good work by this line. Wiersbicky. Markowicz. Markowicz with it. Makes a move into the player's skate. And icing against Champlain. Gauchi, Gilbert, and Billard up front. Burns, crossweight on the back end. Gauchi wins the draw. Makes a move. Couldn't get a shot off. Billard sends it low behind the goal. Gauchi off the back of the goal. Champlain's going to send that down. I believe it's another icing.
Yeah.
7 minutes left in the third period. I think it's 15-1 St. Charles. Burns. He works out front. Gauchi. Shot on goal. Went into the corner off the goalie. Burns. Gauchi. Oh, he fed Gilbert. No luck. Burns off the glass. Shot was wide of the goal. Daniel gains the line. Still has the puck. Feeds Gauchi. Gauchi's shot was blocked. Gilbert behind the goal. Daniel, shot was wide. Gilbert. Gilbert still with it. Billard. Billard's shot on goal. Champlain clears the puck. McLean over to Billard. Billard looks for an option here. Feeds Holden. Holden with it. Gets it out of the zone. Daniel makes a move, gains the line here. Marshfield. Daniel sends it out. He's going to go for a change. Shot was wide of the goal and an icing. .430 left in the third period. I think the score's 15-1 maybe. I lost track after 7-1. Marshfield loses that draw. Lars picks up the loose puck. Marshfield feeds Lars. Lars still with it. Shot on goal by Marshfield. Goalie didn't know where it was. McLean up to Lurch and Holden off the side of the net. That shot. Lurch. Oh, two big stops. One on Marshfield, and then Holden had the rebound right in front. They put it in the goalie's chest. Nice try, guys. You guys can't buy a goal right now. This line. Some good chances. Marshfield. McLean sends it in. Holden on the chase. Champlain comes back the other way. And that shot was deflected out of play. Marshfield on the draw. Shot out of play. Lars picks up the loose puck over to Holden. Holden drops to Marshfield. Marshfield fires that over the goal. Holden, Marshfield makes a move, backhand off the post by Lars. They can't put it in. They've had grade A chances, probably had 5 grade A chances that shift and couldn't bury it. Noble. Markowicz kicks that out of the zone and dumps it back in. Markowicz. Here's Picky. Back. Judd. Noble. Out to center. Point. Young on it. Judd. Judd just sends it down. Boys aren't pressing here for anything. Here's Vicky, killing the clock. 25 seconds left. Here's Vicky to Markowicz. Up to Noble. Noble. He's got Judd with him. Feeds Judd. And Judd scores. Judd from Noble and Markowicz. And that's the game. 16-1. Around that score. We'll see you guys Wednesday against Horizon at 3:30 in Balcarron. Hello. Hey, man.